back to the Moreorlezz podcast. We glad to see y'all again. As usual, you got your girl Kat, you got your girl Wit, and we have a dope announcement for you. So now we're moving into some new topics. You know, y'all done came through with some heat. We done thought about some things and think some questions, but we want to make sure we have representation. It don't make sense to be talking about stuff and the population that you're talking about is not present. Right. That's just like when white people be talking about black issues. That don't make sense if none of us are in the room. So we're going to be having transgenders, our family members who are, well, you know, as fam, I mean, LGBTQIA plus fam. So when I say family, that's what I'm talking about. So our transgender fam, our gay fam, our bisexual fam, our pansexual fam, if we have some. I think so. I think I can think of one or two. Queer. Also, you can drop your labels. Let us know who you want to see represented as well. So the third person that you're going to be seeing is going to be the representative of the population we talking about on that day.
And we'll also have a straight person. Also,
yes.
How they feel, you know.
You got to represent the straights as well. We welcome the straights. Love you. So you also could be a person who ends up on this show. If you got a dope question, you like, you know what, I actually want to talk about this thing. Like I want to talk to y'all about this question and then let's release it to the public and see what happened. We are with it, so let us know. So that's something to be looking forward to. However, we're going to go ahead and start today, and you know what we start with. Stereotypes. So, y'all, this week, the stereotype, is there a such thing as gaydar? Is it a myth? Is it a myth? Is a gaydar real? Can gay people see when other people are gay? Do some straights have it? Do you get it by having a gay best friend? Huh?
Interesting.
Is gaydar real? Do you feel like you got gaydar?
Yeah, I do.
So then that's her answer. There is gaydar. Okay, what that be like? Tell me what that look like.
I mean, you ever... it's just like, let's say we be in a setting or something and you see someone and you be like, girl, I done peeped him. He sweetest pie.
Got a little sugar in his...
little sugar in that tank. And, you know, most people like, I know he don't. I'm like, yeah, he does. Prime example. And
do tell.
I don't want to hurt none of the population. Don't get mad at me.
It's in love.
The truth hurts, okay?
Oh.
So, many years ago, probably about maybe 8, when I lived in South Carolina, I went to New Birth, a church called New Birth. And we were...
Not a church called New Birth. Like, we don't know what it is. Okay.
I mean, some people don't.
Okay, go ahead.
Went to church, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, there was New Birth. And we had the Bishop Eddie Long was over all the churches. Shout out to New Birth. I love y'all to death. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But the first thing, when I started going to that church, they had pictures of bishops and pastors on the wall.
On the wall?
Yeah, you know, when you come in, like, what do you call it?
Like people who worked on the staff?
Well, no, like, you know, you go into church and they have the pictures on the wall. You know, there's Jesus who's sitting there praying. And then, you know, you got Mary with the little lamb.
Oh, yeah.
And you have the bishop on the wall with that picture. You know?
Okay.
He was up there. So, you know, I'm walking, and I said, who's this? And the young lady said, oh, that's Bishop. He's over all the churches. And I said, you know Bishop gay, right? She said, no, he's not. He always talks about you gays not good, this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay. Fast forward about 2 years later, I think we all know what happened. So, yeah.
R.I.P. Eddie Long.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, when you see that, like, out and about, is it because of their behavior? Like, is it mannerisms? Like, is it the way they speak? Is it, like, what they're wearing? Like, what is it that makes you say, ooh, he got a little sugar in it. Oh, she might be one of us. You know, what you looking at?
It could be all of it, but, I mean, this is a picture, so nobody ain't moving the top.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when you out and about.
Oh, if I'm out and about on the prowl, a lot of times you can... Here's one thing I normally do with people if I'm curious about them. Okay. I watch their eyes. So if I'm with a male or a female and somebody walks by that's kind of cute, I look at them to see if they're going to do
what
this,
their response is.
Or if they don't pay them no attention. Because we all know if we're attracted to something or think somebody's cute,
it's going to get your attention at least for a millisecond.
You know, you're going to do this. You'll be like, okay. But ain't no man gonna be checking out no other man like that if he ain't got a reason. I mean, unless he got on Jordans, you won't look at his shoes.
Then it'll be very clear what they looking at.
That is
because it'll be like, them shoes real nice. If it's round the mid, watch out. Watch out. Yo, and for those reasons, the reasons that you just said, I believe that there's a such thing as gaydar. Some people, you know, if you church circles or whatever you want to call it, discernment, whatever the case may be, but real recognize real, fam recognize fam. And I will say, oftentimes people are not nearly as discreet as they think they are. Like, you think that you look super straight, or you think that you're passing for straight, or
your
whatever.
Your closet has a screen door. I can see through you, boo-boo.
Your closet has a screen door.
You know your grandma's porch door?
Oh my God.
You can see inside the house even though
Peekaboo gaze. Whoa.
Come on, baby.
Whoa.
You don't have a roommate. You about 40 years old. We don't have roommates no more. Y'all been living together since college. Come on now.
That's your man.
Two men don't be in the grocery store shopping together with a grocery store. I mean,
you buying your stuff, I'm buying my stuff.
Right. Nigga, get off the same aisle.
Right. Okay. We look like we together, not y'all, bro.
I'm checking out over there.
Yeah.
You check out over
Plus,
here.
I seen Shorty over there. I don't want her to know I got a roommate. That's what the straight dudes gonna be doing. So, okay, yes. So, I absolutely think that it exists. And there have even been situations like with my wife where there are men that she has known for a very long time. Because my wife did not live within the lifestyle until the last several years.
It's true.
So she in all these church circles and all of that stuff, and I would meet some of these people, or I would see them, or I would see something on Facebook or whatever, and I would be like, wait, that's his wife? Yeah. They's married? I'd be like, baby, listen. I am here to tell you that man is gay as the day is long.
You know, you find nothing against the church, anything like that, but you find a lot of that. I know we touched on it a couple episodes ago, but you find a lot of that, like in some of the pastors and their wives and, you know, the deacons. Not all,
right,
but a lot. And you look at them, you're like, ain't no way in the world that man is married to a woman. Yeah. And the woman is like clueless, like, when it comes out he's gay, she's like, I can't believe you let me fuck the man and he's gay. And I'm like, how did you not know?
But listen, because at the end of the day, number one, the church forces you to not be transparent. People don't accept they don't accept humanity. Like, they don't accept that you make mistakes. They don't accept the fact that, yes, you're married, but at some point you might desire somebody else, and y'all probably need to have that conversation and not just say pray it away. The fact that a lot of denominations won't even ordain people who are out. And so then if you feel like you called the ministry and you want it to be a career, then you get to the point where it's either I can't have a career in something I'm passionate about, or I need to go ahead and find me a beard. A woman, for those who don't know, a beard is typically a woman who marries or is in a long-term type of relationship with a gay man.
I did not know that.
Yes, and she knows that the man either has, you know, attraction to men, or has in the past, or she completely, like you said, chooses to completely just act like it does not exist. But they are called beards.
Beards.
Yeah, so if you see a man who you like, yeah, child, you clock him, and he got a wife, she is a beard.
Do you call them like Miss Beard? Excuse me.
Oh!
No.
They
don't know. They don't know their beards.
A lot of times in the church, a lot of them don't know.
Okay.
A lot of them in church do not know, and they don't care to pay attention, because oftentimes what those men are saying is like, it was a struggle at some point. That's if they even acknowledge it at all. Like, there's a lot of people who are with men who done had some type of gay experience somewhere in their life, and they did enjoy it, but they went ahead and they suppressed it so they can function within the church. Or they tell you, oh yeah, it's a struggle. Like, it's something I've struggled with, you know, because I was molested or whatever the case may be. So I struggle with it, but I am a straight man.
Yeah, I can understand that to a sense.
But then later in life, that get real fishy when y'all's relationship ain't going so great and you ain't even what he desires in the first place.
That's true. You know what? That brings up another topic we're going to need to catch on in the future. Nature versus nurture with LGBT. Were you born that way, or did you just become gay?
Yes.
I have my own personal views on that, but I'll save that to another time. Yeah. So that could
absolutely. And that conversation also, we would be talking about like the gay spectrum. I call it kind of the gay spectrum, like, you know, people who are truly, like you said, kind of, do you believe you're born that way, or did you get hurt at some point and so now you done with a particular sex and now you saying you're homosexual, or you've just had that many terrible relationships, or you've been abused in the past by men, so now you only trust women, or what? Like, there's a spectrum as to, it's not all the same. Straight is straight is for whatever reason, because you just straight and you've been straight and you was born straight. But the gay got a spectrum.
That's true.
There's a spectrum. So tell us what you think about Gaydar.
Do you have it?
And when it goes ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
I know y'all heard it going on.
Come on.
You heard that bell going on.
Listen.
Because I was looking at some of y'all looking at us, and I'm like, bell going on. Gaydar. Ding, 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 ding.
That Gaydar baby. So, like, what do you do? Like, what if you even have a friend who's dating somebody and your little Gaydar goes off?
Now, I'm sure most women go tell their homegirl, girl, I don't know about him.
Do they?
I think they do. The real ones.
We need to see. We need one of our straight counterparts to be like, girl. Now, if there was this dude that your friend was dating and you thought maybe you weren't sure, it's not like you've seen him out or anything like that, but you feel a little ring-a-ling-a-ling. Do you say something? But then you have the other thing with women, like, will she assume that you hating? Like, so then it get real fishy. Like, okay, do you like him? Are you attracted to him? Are you jealous?
You ain't got no money.
Okay, so then people can't even just have a real conversation about what it is because we so offended and we be throwing up the defense walls with people that we say we close to. And then you shut them out. Then you looking stupid when you a beard. When you turn out to be a beard, then you're looking stupid.
Wow. Well,
I'm just saying. But that can be continued on another day. We finna move on. You know where we finna go. Relationships. All right. So, Kat, what's the next question? What we got?
Oh, yeah, we had some good ones. This one was another one to be anonymous, but it was, what do you do if you think someone has a crush on your mate? And I'm not sure if that's actually towards a lesbian or gay relationship.
Just period.
Just period. But
interesting.
What do you do? I mean, does your mate acknowledge that somebody's crushing on them? Do you acknowledge it, or do you just be like brush it off, or what do you do?
I'll speak for me. So my wife is a person who is she pays a lot of attention to people and their interaction, their mannerisms. Like, you know, I consider her to be a really discerning type of person. So she would be a lot quicker to tell me, babe, you need to be careful because such and such, I think she like you, da-da-da. Now, is it always that wonderful, mature conversation of like, baby, I think such and such like you? Is it sometimes where you just kind of watch and see what happens and they just watching? And you see when you have interaction with this person and you see there might be a little...
Why you keep smiling at my baby?
Or them asking you certain questions,
right? Where
it's like, oh, so y'all be talking on Facebook? No,
yeah.
Don't everybody talk about it? Is this strange? I don't know. So like then it'll open up the conversation where it's like, yeah, where is this really coming from? What is it? I though usually, even if I think somebody might be attracted to me, the fact that I'm married, I ignore it. Like, I do not put that much focus or energy into it because then when you start trying to, I guess, adjust, you know, so that don't nothing look weird, things get weirder. As long as they're not coming out of pocket, it's not obvious, it's not, you know, they're not touching you, it's not, you know, physical contact, they're not like flirting with you and stuff like that, not, you know, overtly flirting with you. I'll sweep it under the rug, especially you in a business setting, you in church, you in places where like we can't afford to have any drama in this setting. Like I don't need you trying to
church
confront.
Drama? Oh, okay.
We try to avoid it. We try. Right. We try. But these things happen because we all humans, and the church is still made of humans, and humans be jacked up. So, with that being said, when it's in that type of setting, like work or church, I'll be like, babe, I acknowledge what you're saying. However, I can't be weird toward this person because then it'll look like I'm just treating you some kind of way out of nowhere and you don't deserve it.
That's true.
So that's the thing. When you automatically like reposition people and you start treating them some kind of way because you think that they're crushing on you or your mate thinks that they're crushing on you, then So that's why if I think somebody's crushing on my wife, I let her handle it. Number one, my wife don't let nobody get out of pocket. Like,
there you go.
With the quickness, she not married. Like, she be with the hashtag I'm married.
Right.
Like, she'll with the quickness. So I don't even have to necessarily deal with that. If it get disrespectful, then I can step in. But yeah, we let that play out.
You good? Okay.
What you do?
Me, my mate was to tell me, that, I think such got a crush on you.
Yeah.
You know, our answer is always,
what?
That's true. That's true.
Even if we think they do that.
Right, girl, you quit playing. You think everybody got a crush on you.
We just told you a little secret right there.
That's how
sometimes we know.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. People are human. I don't care if you're married, single, whatever. People have eyes and people have feelings. There's nothing wrong with looking. It's when you step out of your lane. That's when you have an issue. I don't care if somebody has a crush or, little fantasy about my mate.
Yeah.
Because if nobody don't think your mate cute, your mate probably ugly. So if ain't nobody trying to talk to your mate, you might, if you don't want them, something ain't right.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. There's some truth to that.
Right. So I just think whoever I'm dating, I have enough trust in them that they handle themselves, like you said, accordingly, and keep it moving. If you got a crush on them, fine. Just you can watch, stay your ass on that bench. Don't come out and try to get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the bench.
Stay looking pretty on that bench.
You can cheer from the bench.
True story.
Don't try to get in the game.
This game ain't for you. This game ain't put the
All right, but good question. Appreciate that.
But you know what? Something that you just said actually made me think of a whole nother question, which is like in dating and being in relationships, like what are boundaries? What is somebody going too far? What does it look like when somebody is coming off that bench?
Oh yeah, when they starting to stretch.
What it look like when they throwing on a jersey and we ain't called for you?
Yeah, that's true.
We gonna have to
that's another topic.
Put a pin in it. We're going to get back to that. Thank you so much for that question. That was absolutely dope.
Appreciate you.
Moving on to the fan favorite question of the week. Fan favorite question of the week. Oh, man. Favorite question of the week. It's good. It's good. It's really, really good. It's coming. Not that robot. She hit it with that robot with the hand. Hey. Fan favorite question of the week. This is what it is right here. Okay.
What we got?
But are you ready?
Oh, Lord.
Is it true that all gays are promiscuous?
Hey, I got something for you. My family,
talk to us.
So
tell us the truth.
In my family, being gay is not no secret. Okay, we have a lot of gays in the family. All right, shout out to the family.
I wish
family. And we, the family supports. Yes. That's another topic. But one time, I know we were having a conversation, and my sisters were asking what goes on in the gay club. She was like, I want to go to the gay club and see what they be doing in there, because I think they be having fun up in there. I'm like, what do you think they be doing? And she's like, I just see them now just hanging on the chandelier. Just
hanging on chandeliers?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they think it's like. They just think,
we all acrobats.
They just think it's one big orgy going on and everybody just dancing. Like on TV, they show like the little club and they're always dancing.
That's true. Disco.
It is
Disco Inferno.
Right.
That's true.
Everybody hooking up. Nah, that might be a little true, the hooking up part, but no different than a straight club.
Right. How many people come in the straight club and be like, I'm gonna get some tonight?
Right.
So, okay. So like you said, I feel that. I have to say,
Come on now.
I think I'm trying to decide.
Are gays more promiscuous than the straight people?
Now, hold on. That ain't the question, though. I don't think the gays are more promiscuous than the straights. But do you see maybe like a culture of accepting promiscuity more like in the gay community? For example, let's think about some of our entertainment, right?
Okay.
Like our awesome shows like Pose and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you see that they're oftentimes are not long-term relationships.
This is true.
The friendships are long-term, but the relationships, you smashing this person, then we broke up, we done fell out, and then you smashing this person, that didn't work out because they wouldn't accept. Like, there's a lot of that. And I will say, so that's on the entertainment side. That's not necessarily reality.
Right.
What I would say my reality is, I have been to a gay bar before where at the edge of the bar was a bowl of condoms and lube.
Now, usually...
As if it was napkins.
Yeah, they usually have that in the bathrooms, too. A lot of clubs have it. They have the condoms. They even have the female condoms.
But I've never seen it in a straight club. I've never seen condoms and lube and stuff out on display in a straight location. It's always gay clubs and stuff.
But do you think it's because of the stigma people have that STDs like AIDS and HIV is high among the gay community, and they so promiscuous? Let's just have them be safe and use condoms. Hey, there's no reason for you not to protect yourself. So the condoms are here. So
I think, yes, it's that in some instances, but if you think about the owners of a lot of these establishments, they are gay. So they know something.
That's true.
They know how they was in their young days, or maybe even in their old days, that they was out here, and a lot of them, because those are going to be the older queens and moms and dads and bears, whatever the terms are, we're going to learn. So they're the older ones, and so a lot of them probably did live through, like you said, the AIDS epidemic and all of this stuff. So they are trying to protect the younger ones, but also they know that these younger ones is likely to be out here slanging and danging.
That's true, but you also have to remember a lot of times people who actually bring the condom and stuff in are from the community. They may be sharing AIDS awareness, or it's not necessarily the club owner who's providing it.
True.
It's people in the community who's trying to prevent unsafe sex or STD spreading. So I mean, I'm sure some club owners do bring it in, right? But a lot of times it comes from charity.
More so partnership.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and that makes a lot of sense, and that is dope, because at the end of the day, regardless of the stigma, that is safety. Like, that is you caring about the patrons of your establishment beyond when they leave your doors. So that is super dope. We love y'all for even caring about your community enough to care about the health of those who come after you, so that it don't have to look like what it used to look like.
True.
Now, what I will say also, in having several gay male friends, now, this might say something about me and who I would be, maybe if I wasn't so heavy in the church, or if I wasn't married, or whatever the case may be, but I've known many of them to be quite promiscuous, very slow to settle down. No. The gay friends that I have.
Oh, your gay friends.
The gay male friends.
Male friends.
So a lot of times I have seen them be very slow to settle down. A lot of partners, a lot of bodies.
But is that because they're gay, or is that because they're men? Because I mean, a lot of straight males are like that too. What's the difference? I know a lot of male people who have a lot of partners.
That's true.
Well, they don't get in a relationship. They just mess with everybody.
That's so true.
It may be a male thing.
And so the studs that we know who are like super holacious, they hoes. Some of them. Are they doing that because they're those studs who are trying to imitate or emulate masculine, they see masculine energy as, so they feel like, oh yeah, I gotta come over, like I play up,
I've heard it before, people be like, I done had that, I had all these. That ain't cute. That is not cute. Never has been, okay? So if you out there doing that,
and it ain't cute for nobody.
Right, respect yourself.
Male, female, gay, straight, all the other things in between. It ain't cool for nobody to just be out just hoeing.
Because females can get STDs also.
That's true.
So, dental dam, look it up. Okay.
You gotta and listen, educate the people.
But you do.
Yeah.
You have to. And I don't think you can. And it's too late when they do find out.
That part. Because everything can't be treated. And I just thinking through this, I would say I think all types of people are out there. So just like we know there's a certain population that's promiscuous, understand it is indeed a portion of the population, just like a portion of the straight population is very promiscuous. There are many of us who are serial monogamists, and we are in a relationship constantly, and we get married and we be together for years and years, and that's how we got them conversations like what we talked about, still claiming your ex-kids and stuff. That's because you be in serious relationships. Some people ain't playing about this thing called love. So you have all types of populations. So if you don't know that many gays, and you kind of have that entertainment world kind of view, like gays, it's just as soon as you walk in on site, everything is an orgy. And if you find out somebody's gay, you should hook them up with whatever gay person you know, because of course they're going to be attracted to each other. No.
Hell no.
No. That's not how that works. Just because you're a male and a girl is nearby doesn't mean you're going to be attracted to that girl, man.
You know what I hate? I hate when older people come to me and be like, oh, you know, you're so cute. I got a niece or a granddaughter. Look like, she look just like you. Y'all should hang out. Do you know her?
That's not how that works.
Like, ma'am, if she looks just like me, number one, I'm not going to date her.
Period.
Number two, I don't know.
Listen, because we might find something out down the road. Hello? Cousin? Cousin, is that you? You pop up at the wrong family reunion and see somebody you done dated. That thing be like, oh. How close? How far? How close? Who your auntie? Who your grandmama? Okay, so it's the third cousin. All right. Still weird. Nah, we can't talk ever again. Ever again, we can't speak. Like that whole thing. So yes, everybody's represented. Some are promiscuous, some are not. Some of us be about this thing called love.
Good question.
Absolutely a phenomenal question. Is there anything else that is just floating in the air that we just need to discuss this week?
I think that was the major three that we had.
I think so. So today we're gonna do a little recap. We talked about, is there such thing as gaydar? Make sure you drop what you think about that below. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. We building the population. We building this family so we can talk about it. And we can educate people as well. The more y'all that's involved, look, the more people, the more education we have among each other, and the more we can educate other people who don't know nothing about us and who won't have the opportunity to actually have a relationship with people like us. So, is gaydar a such thing as gaydar? Wow, not backwards. Either way. What you do when you think somebody crushing on your mate. And for that fan favorite, is it true that all gays are promiscuous? Nah, false. Mythbusters. No. False. No. So thank you so much for joining us. Per usual, we love you. We are definitely seeing them DMs. We seeing them comments. We seeing y'all sharing, and it's amazing. We love you. Make sure you just stay connected with us and share it with a friend. Until next time, what say ye, cat?
Blackout.